The slump diagnosis. Is it burnout, your offer, or a slow season? A 5-minute self-test. Not every slump has the same cure. Treating the wrong one just makes it last longer. Sales stall. Motivation drops. Posting starts feeling like pushing a boulder uphill. And almost every creator reaches for the same 2 prescriptions. Force yourself to rest, or force yourself to hustle harder. Both are guesses, and guessing is expensive when rent is due. A slump is a symptom, not a diagnosis. And the same symptom, fewer sales, less energy, dread when you open your laptop, can be caused by 3 completely different problems that need 3 completely different fixes. Rest cures burnout and does nothing for a stale offer. A flash sale cures a stale offer and does nothing for burnout. It just adds a deadline on top of exhaustion, and pushing through a predictable seasonal dip, thinking it's a personal failure, wastes energy fighting a calendar you can't change. Before you do anything else this week, spend 5 minutes figuring out which slump you're actually in. Why creators default to the wrong cure. Most advice about slumps comes from 2 camps that each generalize their own experience. The burnout camp says rest, always, because they once ignored exhaustion until it broke something. The hustle camp says push, always, because they once mistook a slow patch for failure and pushed through it. Neither camp is wrong in general. They're just answering a question you haven't asked yet, which is, what actually broke here? Before treatment, you need triage. A nurse doesn't hand every patient the same pill. They ask what hurts, where, and for how long. Your store deserves the same 5 minutes before you decide whether to log off or launch something new. The 3-question self-test. Answer these in order. Your first genuine yes usually points to the real cause. Don't skip ahead looking for the answer you'd prefer. Question 1. Has your energy dropped everywhere, not just around your store? If you're also dreading emails, skipping workouts, sleeping badly, and snapping at people who don't deserve it, the slump isn't about your product, it's about you. That's burnout, and no discount code or new product fixes a depleted person. The tell is scope. Burnout bleeds into every part of life, not just the 1 hour a day you spend on your store. Question 2. If energy is fine, but sales specifically stalled, has this exact product been running unchanged for 3+ months with no new angle, no updated cover, no fresh promotion? If yes, you likely have offer fatigue. Your existing audience has already seen it, already decided, and new visitors are landing on something that looks tired even if the content inside is still good. This is a marketing and packaging problem, not a personal one, and it's the easiest of the 3 to fix quickly. Question 3. Is this happening at the same time of year it happened last year? Or does it match a known industry lull, post-holidays, deep summer, back-to-school scramble? If your numbers dip every January, and it's January, that's seasonality, not failure. Check last year's numbers if you have them. A slump that repeats on a calendar isn't a slump, it's a pattern. And patterns can be planned around instead of panicked about. The compound trap. Sometimes it's genuinely 2 things at once. You're tired and your offer is stale, and it's a slow month. If that's you, fix in this order. Rest first, offer second, seasonality last. You cannot think clearly about packaging while running on empty, and there's no point refreshing an offer 3 weeks before a predictable slow season anyway. If it's burnout, the fix is subtraction, not addition. Burnout gets worse when the response is a new launch, a content sprint, or a prove it to yourself push. The actual fix is boring. Sleep, a few days of not touching the dashboard, and permission to let sales sit flat while you recover. This doesn't mean abandoning the store. Automatic delivery keeps working even when you're not. It means not adding pressure on top of depletion. When you're ready again, start with 1 small low-stakes task. Reply to 3 customer messages, tidy 1 product description, rather than a full relaunch. Momentum returns in small steps, not in one heroic weekend. If it's offer fatigue, refresh, don't reinvent. Offer fatigue rarely means the underlying product is bad. It means the wrapper has gone invisible. Update the cover image, rewrite the headline and first line of the description, add a bonus, bundle it with something smaller, or run a short discount code to jolt attention back. If you haven't touched the storefront's look in a while, spend 20 minutes in the store designer refreshing the cover photo and layout. A visual refresh alone often lifts click-through on a page nobody's really looked at in months. The goal isn't a rebrand. It's making something familiar look new again to the same eyes that already scrolled past it once. Rewrite the product title and first sentence of the description. Swap the cover image for something with clearer contrast or a different angle. Add one small bonus, template, checklist, short video, to the same price. Create a short window discount code and mention it once in a post or story. Recheck your checkout on your own phone to confirm it still feels instant. If it's seasonality, plan for it, don't fight it. Some slumps are just the calendar. New Year's resolution spending drops off by late January, summer attention scatters, and the weeks after major holidays are notoriously quiet across almost every digital product category. If your dip lines up with a known lull, the fix isn't to panic launch. It's to plan a small seasonal offer that fits the mood, a lighter, cheaper product for a distracted month, and otherwise protect your energy for the season that's coming. Pulling your customer list and sending one honest, low-pressure email. Quiet month. Here's something small if you need it. Usually outperforms a loud campaign fighting the season head-on. A slump you diagnose correctly takes one fix. A slump you guess at takes 3, because you'll try the wrong 2 first. Where store.fan fits into recovery, whichever slump it is. Whichever diagnosis matches, the fastest recovery usually runs through tools you may already have and just aren't using. Burnout recovery is easier knowing your store keeps delivering products and course access automatically with no manual work from you. Offer fatigue is solved fastest with the store designer's content blocks and a fresh discount code, not a whole new product. Seasonal dips are easiest to manage with a quick broadcast email to your existing customer list rather than chasing new traffic during a month when attention is scarce anyway. If you're not sure your current setup even supports these moves, it's worth checking. For creators without a store yet, this is exactly the moment to start free and build the storefront that makes each of these fixes a 5-minute task instead of a rebuild. For a sense of what a well-built storefront looks like once these mechanics are in place, a live example store shows the designer, discount codes, and product layout working together on one page. And if you're weighing whether a paid tier is worth it before you commit to a refresh, pricing lays out what's on the free plan versus the pro plan plainly. The habit worth keeping. The real value of this test isn't just this one slump. It's building the reflex to diagnose before you react. Next time sales dip or motivation dries up, run the same 3 questions before touching anything. Most creators who stay in business long-term aren't the ones who never slump. They're the ones who stopped guessing at the cure years ago. If a specific piece of this still feels unclear for your situation, the FAQ covers common questions about store setup and tools, and the blog has more guides on both burnout pacing and offer refreshes if you want to go deeper on either path. Key takeaways. Slumps have at least 3 distinct root causes: burnout, offer fatigue, and seasonality. And each needs a different fix. The wrong fix doesn't just fail, it often deepens the slump, hustling through burnout, resting through a stale offer. A simple 3-question test narrows the diagnosis in under 5 minutes. No guessing required. Seasonal dips are measurable against last year's numbers. Most slumps during known slow months aren't slumps at all. The right response is almost always smaller and more specific than try harder or take a break. Start your creator store free at store.fan.